Hey, thanks for stopping by. My name is Eric Nelms, and this is a PowerPoint training presentation brought to you by the SMLN Group for some Six Sigma training. Today, I would like to talk about Six Sigma control charts, but more specifically, IMR charts. So, basic concepts of SPC is everything that can be measured follows a statistical distribution. What I mean by that is any set of data contains a sample of common causes and also some special causes. The purpose of SPC is to expose and eliminate special causes and monitor, improve, and control common causes. So there are several types of control charts, but they can all be divided into two main categories of data used. Continuous data, aka measurement data, and attribute data, or discrete or countable data. Since this is an IMR training video, let's just focus on continuous data. There are two parts to a continuous data control chart, the range and the average. The ranges chart answers the question, has a special cause of variation caused the process distribution to become more or less consistent? The averages chart answers the question, has a special cause of variation caused the central tendency of this process to change over the time period observed? There are three main types of continuous control charts. Before we go any further, IMR, X bar and R, and X bar and S. Once again, we're just going to focus on the IMR. I just wanted to make sure you knew the three types right there. So you ready for an example? So let's say we sell print to order t-shirts. And here's our generic process flow. We receive the order, process the order, source the fabric, cut the fabric, stitch the fabric, print the design, then goes through a quality check. We fold it and pack it and ship it out to the customer. So let's say this whole process averages about 5 days. All right, so if we trim this down, we can accept more orders without having to hire more people, right? We can free up some capacity. Or if we have received customer complaints in the past about delivery, then we can ensure that our shirts are delivered on time. So remember, this is just an example. The left side for a continuous control chart can also signify weight, size, temperature, etc., and the units as such. But the x-axis, right, time will always be on the bottom. Everything will be over time. So think of it this way. This is your process with no time. This is your process over time. All right? So just think of it as a standard distribution curve, kind of rotated 90 degrees. All right? Right, here are the two parts of the IMR chart. Okay, for our t-shirt example, the individual's averages chart will plot each completed order time on the chart throughout the month. The moving range, or MR chart, will plot the difference between the current and the last completed order time. And I'll show you what I mean. Okay, so the turnaround time for the first order we recorded was 5.7 days, so that is plotted on the I chart. Nothing is plotted on the MR chart yet because there's no difference. The turnaround time for the second order is 4.5 days, so that is plotted on the I chart. The difference between 5.7 and 4.5 is 1.2, so this now appears on the MR chart. It's that simple. Okay, now I have to admit that is a lot of variation for one process. If we can control this, we can be more efficient, right? Cut down on excessive spending, reduce some overtime hours, and maybe use that money to increase business or grow our product line. So look at it this way. What if every appointment in your personal life was like scheduling with the cable company? Cable company says, yes, ma'am, we'll be there between 1 p.m. and 4 p.m. And then you think to yourself, you know how much shit I can't get done now because I have to sit in the house for 3 hours? Now, we do this in business all the time. So add that up over the course of a year and think about how much business you're missing out on just because you think your team is doing okay. So quick recap. A control chart sets the parameters of how your process naturally operates, which includes common causes. An IMR chart is a chart that uses continuous data to plot the individual outcomes of each event over time. In this case, each individual outcome was a completed order time. If you wanted to take the average and range of a group of different measurements, then you use an X bar and R or X bar and S chart depending on the subgroup size. So if you feel you got a cool vibe from this video, right now we're holding a special offer of 20% off all Six Sigma training. So what you get is personalized training from an instructor who cares, such as myself. I've done a lot of contract training from other certifying bodies, and they just pretty much hire me to perform Six Sigma training. But when I use their material, they just pretty much, it's really cut and dry, and they just hit just the key bullet points. But I have to do a lot of ad-libbing, so I just took everything that I've ad-libbed over just the course of me training students, and I just found out how to kind of communicate that in an easier way to make training a little bit more fluent. You also get a Six Sigma toolkit with built-in formulas. So these are the Excel files that you will receive for free. They are auto-populated with formulas. So pretty much all you have to do is just input the data. This is a snippet of the process capability one. And like I said, as soon as you input the data in, it'll automatically calculate everything and show you if your process is capable or not. So you don't have to do anything longhand, right? You also get free training material, 5 practice exams after each phase. And then you also get 3 mock exams almost identical to the real thing when you take your certification test. And you also get a recorded copy of the entire training session, so you don't have to sit through the whole thing, right? You can pop in and out at your convenience, and then I'll send you a copy of the full training session, so you can go back and review it whenever you like. And then last but not least, you get a contact for life, right? You can call me anytime, weekends, nights. It really doesn't matter. If you have any questions, if you're starting your own projects and you just want some input, you just give me a ring, definitely. And then we'll just go from there. So click the link below for details, right? And if you'd like to book a training session, it'll basically take you through the whole process. I booked through Appointee. So you can actually pick your day, your starting time, and pick whatever session you like, whether green belt or black belt. And then we'll go from there. Once again, I'll leave all my contact information at the bottom. Feel free to like our Facebook page and like and share the video. All right. Oh, and thanks for watching.